Hello. So I wanted to make a video for a while about this subject that I've been seeing a lot of pastors talk about. And I was talking to my son about it because it's something that has hit us badly, and that is the neighbors, the people near you and around you. So when I moved in, that was back in September 11th of 2020. The same day that we moved in, my neighbor banged on the door and started to scream and yell at me because she said that my son had got into her car to rob it. And then my neighbor across from me told me that if she would have seen that, she would have hit him and she would have called the police. So I already knew that I was going to get attacked badly because this is my wilderness. We all have to go through a wilderness season, and this is mine. So having no support here at all whatsoever, I did contact the manager, and I told her name is Christy, and she was very sweet, very generous. She gave us a lot of things that we needed because it was approaching winter. So I told her, look at the cameras and tell me if my son went into her car, because she said that she keeps the car windows open. And I don't know anybody who does that. And she said, well, I'm going to look. And if she did, if there's, he's not, doing what they accusing him of doing, I'm going to have a good talk with her about this because it's wrong. Because I talked with Christy beforehand back in Arizona, and I told her that my son had autism because she also had, I think her niece or nephew had autism. I don't remember, that was long ago. So I already knew. The Holy Spirit told me, this is your wilderness season. You're going to have to learn from this. So I did talk with my neighbor later on. And she kept on harassing. Like she would go around where my windows were and look inside and start like really talking loud on her phone. And I was like, okay, God, help me, because I don't know what this is. I know that we had issues with neighbors before, but not this bad. And later on, she confessed that she said, oh, I know your son didn't do anything. It's that he asked my granddaughter for her phone number, and he threw a kiss at her or winked his eye at her. And I'm like, okay, but that's not a... So I did have a good talking with him, telling him, this is not, you can't do this, there's somebody's kid out there. So that's basically what happened. And then, but later on, she did come. She said, I'm so sorry, this happened, that happened. I do believe my granddaughter that he did it. And I was like, okay, so I avoided them at all costs. I did. And so that's what happened. And then the years passed by, and her granddaughter beat the crap out of her one day. And she came and she was talking to me about what was going on with her, because the way the granddaughter beat her, it caused her stents to come out of her heart, and she had to go into emergency surgery. And so I said, well, let me pray for you. She never wanted me to pray for her, even though she said she was a Christian. And I said, okay, I never heard of people not wanting prayer, but I had encountered many people here in West Virginia that doesn't want them to get prayed over, which is very strange. And this is basically, I know, is the enemy. I know. And they say they're Christian, and they're still attacking. They attacked my son very badly. And he couldn't go out to walk around without people coming. There are small kids, coming and telling him, oh, are you that kid that robbed this and that? That hurt me badly. And that put me on guard with everybody. And then we had our neighbors upstairs. After she moved in, her son was beating the crap out of her. And I told Jenny, he's beating the crap out of her. Her own son was beating the crap out of her. And then they had a dog that they were abusing. And they had put the dog in the side where my bedroom is, right? And I could hear the poor dog crying. And I told Jenny. Jenny told me, well, she's the manager. She told me, well, I can't do anything without evidence. You're going to have to call the animal care and control. So I said, no, I'm not going to call animal care and control. This, God, I leave it to you. I'm sorry. This is all. I can't do anything because I pray for them. I pray for my neighbors. But I know it's attack of the enemy. The latest was, I always put plants outside, flower plants, whatever I could see at Walmart that's on sale or whatever. Or some of my plants, they regrow because they are annuals. And I found one day I went outside, all my plants were decimated. I thought that it was a deer because we have deer around here. So I thought, okay. Then I saw the kid upstairs, and he was with my flags. I have flags outside, and he was running around with my flags, and I saw the dad take the flags away, but didn't punish him or anything. And I was like, God, you take this because, I'm Puerto Rican, and for me, that is not right. But my temper has cooled down so much, it ain't funny. And this is what happened. I already knew that this was going to happen. The tithing, I do the tithing when I go to church. I do give it. Sometimes I can't because now I have lipedema in one of my legs and it's swelling really bad. And then because the other leg is trying to, take the weight of it, my ankle is hurting. So I have an x-ray for that, but I'm going to have co-pays. I still have co-pays there that I haven't paid. So I have my tithing there. I don't do anything online. I'm very scared because when I moved to Arizona, my identity was stolen. And it was so hard to put the light bill under my name and they were so rude also. They say, no, this is not you, this is not you. Even though I had to run to the Social Security office. I had to go through the three, what's the name of this companies? TransUnion and all the Equifax, and the other one I forgot. So I had to freeze my account, freeze it. And what my apartment manager back there in Arizona told me, well, what we can do is that we're gonna charge you for the light, which is more expensive than putting it under the light bill. And that's why I don't like to do. I'm very cautious. And I think last year was that I got a letter from VisionWorks where I get my glasses done. And they said that their system had been hacked. And of course, I was scared of that because I'm thinking, oh no, that's my information, that's my bank information. So as soon as I called Chase, I said, send me another card, right? Because they have all my information there. I mean, I have to pay also. It's not like I'm not going to pay. I have to pay more than what the insurance pay for my glasses and for the frame and everything. So this is basically, I don't tell my business to anybody. I never was like that. I really always kept to myself because I never had issues, I always was with my husband. And so this is the way we were. We were very quiet and very reserved people. But this is what I'm saying. That we helped our neighbors when she was going to move out, go back to Ohio. We helped her. I gave her money. I think I gave her $100. Yeah, it was $100 that I gave her. And because she said she was crying because she said she didn't have no money to put the bill under her name, her light bill under her name. So I gave her money. My son that was attacked by her badly and her granddaughter was helping move her stuff out of the apartment. So we've been good to our neighbors. Nobody can say anything that we have. If somebody comes to move right now in this apartment, I'm telling you right now, they wouldn't be able to take it. They wouldn't. A lot of people just like to judge and like to criticize. And I told the Holy Spirit, that's not what I'm doing. I'm here for. Here I am crying out to God for everybody's safety. And now I understand Moses. I understand that he was intervening for the people. And the same people come around and turn against him. And it's like, just like Moses said, I didn't give birth to these people. Why do I have to go through all of this? Get other people to do it, right? And this is basically my frustration right now, because my senses right now are getting so wired up. Like, okay, I did the video 2 weeks ago about the dream that there was this old-fashioned boat and it cut in half, and I was holding on for dear life. So YouTube always sends you a monthly letter saying how your videos go, and mine said it only got 2 views. That's it, pretty much. And I'm like, what would have happened if people prayed over that dream? But they will have, because of course, where one or more are praying to God, He will be among them. And that's why God told me about to put the videos down, because I'm giving you revelation. And that's what I've been doing. I'm not here to criticize my looks, to criticize what I'm doing. If I'm not feeling well, I don't give a damn about cleaning. I've been doing spring cleaning, and now I have a mess all over the place, because I started something, and then my back started hurting, and then my legs started hurting, and I'm like, oh God, now I'm stuck. And I do have friends. I have 2 friends in Arizona, and that's pretty much it. I'm just thinking the frustration of me wanting interceding, and then people going against what I'm doing, and they don't even know the story, right? They just put it out there to see if it sticks, and it's like, where are they getting? I told the Holy Spirit, where are they getting this information from? And that's why in the Bible, God talks about the 10 virgins, right? There are 5 foolish ones and 5 wise ones. That's the church right there. Half of that, of those virgins are gonna die. They're not gonna be able to go up. And yes, I do believe in the rapture, because the rapture been everywhere in the Bible. It's been everywhere. I don't have to say it. Where it's now, it's everywhere, right? So I'm just coming 1 minute to say this, because when I put out a video, I don't want to do this. I don't want to. And but it's an urgency, because it needs to be prayed over. And I don't know if I got the right people or not. I don't know. And the Holy Spirit is the one leading me. And He says, well, go this way, go that way. There's a church in Africa, go over here. Nathaniel Bassey is pretty good. Oh, go over here. Now in church, I'm researching about China and the pastors there and the underground church and everything. So it's not just like, oh, you're going to stay with one ministry or another. That's not how it is. I don't know where they got the idea. So I just wanted to come in here and talk about this and clear this. God bless.